Okay, so we're gonna now finish our pizza. So my dough has sat overnight, and you can see that it rose. You can see that my dough is now a lot bigger than it was before when I put it in the bag. You can also see that there's air in the bag. So what I'm gonna do at this point is I'm gonna open my bag up, and I'm not gonna stick my hand inside the bag. I'm gonna turn it inside out. But before I do that, I'm gonna actually lightly spray my pan. So I'm gonna take my cooking spray and I'm gonna lightly spray it just like this, maybe 2 seconds. Then I'm gonna take my bag and I'm gonna turn it inside out. So I actually stick my hand right here and I turn the entire thing, and I'm gonna peel it off the sides here and plop it right on the tray. So now there is a little bit of dough stuck to the bag. It's not that big of a deal, but for the most part, it's all on the tray. So I'm gonna take my dough and I'm gonna just make it in, it should be very soft. I'm gonna make it into a big ball and I'm gonna set it into the middle of my tray. Now, when I stretch my dough, I'm using the palms of my hands and I'm using my fingertips. So to start this, I start in the middle of the tray and I'm gonna press with the palms of my hands and I'm gonna press it out. I'm gonna press out, press out. See how I turn the pan? I press with my hands and I turn the pan. I press and I turn. The pan will turn. Once it gets to be about this size, now I'm gonna start using my fingertips. See how it wants to shrink back together? That's why I'm gonna use my fingertips. So I'm gonna press with my fingertips and I'm gonna keep rotating the pan while pressing, using my palms and my fingertips. And I'm gonna stretch it till it's the exact size of the pan. Using the palms of my hands to press down and stretch it. Now, if you have a thicker spot, you want to take your fingertips and walk it towards the thinner spots of the pan. Now, for example, if this happens to me and I'm like, oh no, I got a big tear in the middle, do not start over. You just take your fingertips and you push the dough together with your fingertips. You take some from like a thicker spot and you just push them together. And then it will eventually, if I keep pushing and pushing, it will close the hole up. Do not keep restarting this. And then you want to stretch it so it's the entire size of the pan. It might take you a minute to get there, but there should be a little bit of a crust on the outside. But my dough reached to the edge of my pan. Now, the next step I want to do is to make sure that it doesn't pop in the oven and send sauce burning all over the oven is poke holes in the bottom of it. So I'm going to take a fork